the Marriage Show with Regina Dorcas. Whatever it takes, you can fix it.
It's a wonderful evening and welcome to Spice the Marriage Show, where we'll talk and educate on relationship and marriage. And I am Regina Dorpesi. Today on the program, we'll be looking at the effect of social media in our relationships and marriage. It's high time we talk about this because most or some relationships have benefited positively or negatively. I have some special guests in the studios today that will be talking to us about this wonderful topic, the effect of social media in our relationship and marriage. If you have any question or any contribution and you want to be part of this program, please feel free to send us a text on any of the numbers scrolling on the screen or follow us on all our social media platforms. We'll be right back.
The Marriage Show with Regina Dorcas. Whatever it takes, you can fix it.
All right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's Spice the Marriage Show. And like I said, we are talking about the effect of social media in our relationships and marriages. I have special guests, like I'm saying, my fellow learned colleagues. They are here with me today to talk about this. I cannot introduce them because, like I call them, my fellow learned colleagues. So they will be introducing themselves because they are all hippies like me. So,
okay, my name is Oche Oteni. I'm a broadcast journalist.
Okay.
I'm Chituga. I don't need no introduction. You know
Diamond. All right, guys, so welcome to my set today. I had to drag these people to come and talk about, you know, a lot of times out there, we are on the defensive side. So we don't really like talking about some issues. We only throw out the questions. So we decided today that
Trying to create a balance.
Let's just create a balance. We, on the other angle, how do we see social media when it comes to relationships? Because a lot of complaints have been coming, people have been talking, and we always talk about this on TV and radio, and it's as if we are king of the jungles. We don't go through things. Don't get it wrong. We really do. Sometimes we do. So we'll be talking about, like I said, the effect of social media. It's going to be a discussion, not a question and answer session. So let's hit the road. I will understand. They say ladies first. I'm a lady, so let's
hit the ground running.
Let's let it go. Chituga, let's hear from you.
All right. So glad to be here. We're talking about social media effect on marriage, negatively or positively. You know, social media can make or mar your relationship. But in recent times, we've seen in social media where everybody is turned to marriage counselor. Everybody on social media now is an advisor of marriage. Do this, don't do that. And you come to terms, you see also so many, I call it a fake life. You know, social media is such a fake place for you to you know, take serious in your life. Now, for instance, you have seen so many women come on social media to fabricate lies. Oh, my husband gifted me this. My husband gifted me that. Oh, it's my birthday. My boyfriend bought me this, you know. And you will see someone somewhere. So this one I'm living with in the house
is not doing anything for me.
What is your contribution in my life? Now, but you wouldn't even know what that person is saying or facing on the other side, behind the camera, just like what you said.
Yeah.
That, you know, we sit here and talk to people all the time, and as if all is very well.
With us.
You know, we also feel this hits once in a while. So I want to tell people, it's not everything you see in social media that you will believe. Because, you see, those people who come out, if they tell you what they are facing, you wouldn't even want to listen to whatever anybody is saying. Take, for instance, you see someone, maybe you just made a trip abroad for holiday with your family and so, you know. Then I'm at the airport, I'm on flights, we're days traveling from Asia to Europe, going here, I'm here and there. Then before you know it, maybe just within 2-3 days, the person must have forgotten that I have posted this, and somebody sees you in a shopping mall, say, you say so. still together. Is she not the one? Her social media share. These are the things that social media can actually do. And when you see other women or men coming to see people posting their partner's picture that they have taken a very long time when everything was going.
Some of them, the relationship maybe have been scattered.
That's where I'm going to.
I like the fact
That's where I'm going to. That you see the picture. They have taken the picture when the going was good. And at the moment, it's not the same anymore. But they will come and paint what, please, I want to plead.
No.
Let's stop deceiving.
No, we've not gotten to the part of pleading yet.
No. Let's stop deceiving other women. And
let's not plead first.
There
That's
are
all.
some negatives to the use of social media,
Hmm.
but I think in the past, you hear from our parents that they were able to speak to their loved ones via letters, you know, but social media has come to indeed close that gap, whereby distance is never a barrier to love. It's never a barrier to growth in the union that partners have. Take, for example, maybe your partner could be in London, and then you're able to just pick up your phone and reach out to them and you express your love. Like she said, you know, people love love stories. So most times when you see a love story, maybe it doesn't seem like that in reality. But the fact that it's out there, you begin to compare what is out there together with what you have in the house. And sometimes when negative comparison comes in place, it's disastrous.
That's it.
Yeah, just like a colleague that just said something that she had a project where she was talking about a particular topic about the social media also, and our topic was based on
The effect of
social media. And a lot of, I don't want to call names, a lot of people were just so engrossed about the fact that they want their husband to be like a particular actor in a soap. And why would you even think that you can make your husband look like who he is not? So it's something that calls for a very big concern. Social media has been one thing that has brought a lot of downfall in a lot of marriages.
That's right.
Relationship-wise also. Recently I'm sorry, I'm going to call on our Jagaban's name, you know. No. Recently, there's a story that is flying on air about Davido and the baby mamas and all of that, posting things and all of that. That is really uncalled for. Whatever that was done in secret
remains there.
What happens in Las Vegas
remains in Vegas.
Be in Vegas. So I think it's something that we need to talk about.
And you know, most times, take for example, Davido did his wedding. It was huge.
It was
the talk of the
beautiful.
town. And then after that, another celebrity does another wedding. And then people begin to compare the both, and they'll be like, ish, Davido, yes, it was top notch, but now another one has come and has superseded, or it's even greater. So you see that negative comparison sometimes.
On that particular, those two weddings, I refuse to compare any wedding to each other.
They're all unique in their ways.
Yeah, they were all unique in their own different ways. So I think, for me, Davido did noble, and I don't know the other partner or the other person, I think they also did well.
And then sometimes people watch these things on socials, and then maybe the man they have in their life does not have, you know, like our fingers are. Not all of them
and
are
somebody
equal.
will tell him, must your own be the shortest.
But then again, it's a gradual process. We grow in these things. We grow in love, we grow in finances, we grow every day. So when it comes to love, you don't just see something on socials and then say, okay, Lady Z, Lady A, Lady B is getting this from her husband, so my husband must do the same. And I think when we do that, negative comparison kills.
That's it. You know, we're saying the same thing, but also we should also look at the genuine part of social media.
No.
Like
we're going to get to that part.
Yeah, but some people
part.
actually, you know, some people actually can come on social media and tell you a true story that you can, you know, it will touch you and also want to take a lead from there. And maybe if you are not doing so very well, and you look at this personality that is advising you, do you understand? Then, because maybe I should just try and see and not want to believe to the fabricated stories that is trending for people to just have traffic on their pages. You know,
Okay, now, also let's look at the fact that You have a problem with your boyfriend, you have a problem with your husband. Why bring it to the social media?
Yes, indeed. A lot of ladies do that, and I don't know why that is the case. Take, for example, you're having an issue with your marriage. The next thing, I'm checking your status, and I'm saying, men are scum, men are this,
But
men
not
are
only
that.
the ladies.
And,
Even sometimes, even the men will be the first to even post it on the social media.
To some extent, I think that is seeking attention, and sometimes it could even be disastrous. You become a victim, and you are very vulnerable at that point in
Yeah,
time.
point.
Before you know, you become used, abused, and even your latter state
heartbroken.
is worse. but then again, I also feel the advantage of social media is very enormous. It's pretty enormous. Take, for example, I've seen guys who were victims of violence in their marriages, and they came forward with the use of social media, and they were able to speak out.
But at the long run, we need to like maybe quantify to know which is bigger. Is it the negative side of it or the positive,
positive
side of it? We'll be going on a short break, and when we come back, we'll still talk about the effect of social media in our relationships and marriage. If you have any question and you have any contribution, you want to be part of this program, please feel free to send us a text on any of the numbers scrolling on the screen or follow us on social media platforms. We'll be right back.
Spice the Marriage Show with Regina Dorcas. Whatever it takes, you can fix it.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's Spice the Marriage Show, and we've been talking about the effects of social media in our relationship and marriage. Like I said, I've been talking to my fellow colleagues, and one of my fellow colleagues just joined us. Princess, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're looking so dashing this.
Thank you very much.
Always.
Welcome. So you, yeah, and he's blessed among
Blessed among women. Wow.
Okay, Princess, like you're just joining us, we've been talking about the effect of social media, the positive side and the negative side. So far, we've been talking about the negative side. So we want to like harvest everything that has been happening on social media that has been really affecting relationships, because it's something that we really need to talk about. Because something will happen, something that happened in Las Vegas, they bring it outside to come and
Nigeria.
I'm
They
telling
bring
you,
it to
they bring it to
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Who you? And what is happening? Who you? You know? So it's something that we really need to talk about, because relationships are ailing and marriages are falling. The mention of commitment now, every man runs away. Yes, men, I'm talking to you.
I do not
Yeah.
agree.
I know he's going to say
Eh,
something.
I know he's going to say
1,000
something.
times no to
Yeah,
that.
and at the mention
You have
of
to, you have to defend the men.
I'm
Oh,
telling
yes.
you, he has to.
I'm the last card right here.
So it's about this social media thing. We are not saying social media is a bad thing. Nobody should get me wrong. But the effect it's having on relationship, the way we are using it, is really causing a lot of havoc in relationships and marriage. So, Princess, you're just joining us. So let's start with you.
So there's a reason it's called social media, and I want to believe that just like everything else, before you get into that space, you're supposed to understand the ethics, the do's and the don'ts. That's something that is not very common here. A lot of people just get in there. They don't understand how the dynamics, how the social media works. So if you do not understand how social media works, you will get into that space and you're swallowed in it, you're buried in it. You will not be able to understand reality or differentiate between
That's the fake life.
reality and what the make-believe part of it is. So that is, for what I see, is a major problem. For me, social media is very important. Social media is like almost everything. You can imagine when there's no network for a few minutes or hours. You see how everybody you know. So yeah, social media is good, but then again, we need to find out what exactly are you going there for? What do you intend to consume? What's your aim of being there? I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday, and he told me, oh no, I stopped going on Facebook for a very long time because I just scroll and people are eating and doing all sorts of things. I said, no, that's why there are the modalities have been put in place for you to check those things. What you don't want to consume, you can actually you can take care of. That's why you have the block button, you have the restrict button. There's a whole lot of security measures put in place for you to control what you see and what you consume in there. Social media, it's evolving every day, but as of today, what we see, majority of the things we see there are not reality. It's supposed to be a reality space where you put in your reality. But because of the monetization and all kinds of things going on there, there seems to be a lot of deception going on. So that is affecting relationships positively and negatively. Because there are so many people who didn't know certain stuff that now know them from learning from others on social media. Learning to be better, to do better, to be better husbands, to be better boyfriends, to be better wives, to be better sisters, to be better in-laws. There's a lot to learn from social media, but it depends on what you have chosen to consume and how much orientation you have.
The fact that when things happen in the home, wives bring them out on social media.
Even the hospitals do that.
Even the hospitals. Everywhere around you, when things happen, you throw it out up there. What for? For me, it's a question.
For sympathy.
Yes.
These days, you don't see enough family time. Take, for example, a husband is working, the wife is also working, and then that moment for them to bond at home. You see the wife is with the phone, the husband is with the phone, the children, everybody.
Even on the dining table
Even on
while
the
they were
so
eating.
that moment of bonding, that moment of sharing love, sharing happiness, sharing laughter, you don't find it anymore. So I think the need for managing your time, even on these apps, is very, very paramount.
Now, talking about managing time, he just mentioned that that bonding time is no longer there.
It's no longer
You can set the rules at home. When we are home, when it's meal time, all the phones be kept somewhere. You can make the rules and
And you know, partners also use this as a sign of escape. Take, for
Exactly.
example, when there's trouble in the home, the wife will like, I beg, let me mind
focus
my
on her phone,
Do you
and the
understand?
husband is focused on his phone as well.
And even when there is problem on in the house, you see the wife or your husband carrying phone to start recording. I find that very, very offensive.
Looking for evidence, or
Evidence,
gathering
that's it.
evidence.
A lot of people just feel social media is a way of escape from the stress of work, from the stress of taking care of the kids. You know, sometimes you just want to feed your eyes with some of these things. But then again, the need for balance, the need for, just like my sister said, the need to indeed know when to use these apps and know when to take the content seriously. Because these days what we are seeing is let the singles breathe. Because of all the marriages that have been
lately.
happening.
Let the singles breathe.
Let them breathe.
So I think when you see something, instead of you being sad or taking it like, okay, I need to get there. Yes, I know there's that need to ginger yourself for more, but we should take it from the positive side.
Okay. And also the act of we always, the act that we always want to post wrong information that is not true in terms of just like what Chituga said. You did not travel to
Make
anywhere.
believe.
Make believe.
That's what
Your
you want to
boyfriend
do.
does not have money. Please stay on your lane.
And you know sometimes, Regina, this can also, another thing is comparison. Do you understand?
Comparing your
With
partner.
something you are just saying on social media, for heaven's sake. Look at, is that not your mate buying cars for their wives? Look at you doing.
All
Do you
fingers are
understand?
not equal.
Must your own be the shortest? you come to times and you see such arguments coming up, you understand, in the home.
So a lot of people actually misled. We cannot,
Yeah,
we cannot overemphasize that.
Oh, yes.
There's a lot of deception going on social media. There's
lot.
a lot of lies put out on social media.
like my dad would say something that before a man chooses you, you saw 1,001 women.
Others, yeah.
So if you chose this person, make this person that's what while you chose the person. So why will you choose me? And
There must be something that
There must
makes
be
you
something.
attracted to this person.
water that thing to blossom, then you will not have a cause to worry. A lot of men will get married to a woman. You know one particular thing that made you to see that woman and say, I love you. but you leave the focus and start focusing on what you're not supposed to focus on. And you live the real thing, you live the real dream. At the end of the day, the woman will also, because we are women, we are multitasking in a sense where, in as much as we are looking at you as our husband, we have the home front, we have other things to look after, we have the children, we have the everything.
Let's not go into this argument.
No,
But it's a fact. You have to talk about.
You need to understand
you
that.
need to understand
that you need
because
men need to water women.
If you must be on social media, you must make up your mind that this is what I want, and this is what I want to consume for every day. When people see the negative side of social media, I tell them, well, I am a social media person, and I consume 100% of what I consume, and it's all positive. You have to be able to tune your mind off. When there are some videos that will be trending, everybody's talking about them. I say, I'm sorry, I've not seen it.
I've not seen
because
it.
the algorithm will not give me those things because they know I don't like them.
Seeing it here,
If
you
they
also
know that
enriching
you are somebody who loves education, all of the things that will come to your timeline will be some things that you will learn from. If they know you love fashion, everything that will come to your timeline will be things that will. If they know you love marriage, they will throw marriages and beautiful memories of marriages at you. They will celebrate those things before you. But if you're somebody who consumes content, fake content, the lifestyle, whatever it is, they throw them at you as well. So it depends on what you have come out to consume, and then you go for it.
I think it's paramount to sieve, just like she said, to sieve,
Yes, to sieve all those things, every content.
You see, every content I believe social media is like fire. Now, fire can cook, but can also burn. If you're not careful, it will destroy you.
That's it.
So we're running out of time, but before we go, let's take a last take from each and every one of us what you think. But before I go, I want to clear you.
Okay, please.
I like
Bring
clearing men alone. I want to clear you. I want to clear you. You see, for me, when it comes to relationship, I believe it takes two to tango.
That's it.
I believe in that working as a team. Men should understand when they get married, the same way you dated your spouse, your partner, continue in marriage. A lot of men miss that focus. A lot of men forget the fact, neglect the fact that, oh, because I'm already married to her, so I can jump to the next
Available
flight. Yes. So that causes a lot of rift. And once a woman smells that, oh, he's not seeing me like he used to see me, she will look for something that will keep her busy. That is where a lot of this social media thing comes in. A lot of people fall into this with the lack of attention from their husbands, from their relationship. If you get married to a girl, you dated her, you wooed her, you made her look
And all of a
beautiful,
sudden you stop
and all of a
doing-
sudden you stop doing all of those things, you've lost it. So that's one of the things that causes, because if you are in her life, you guys are rolling.
Continuity is key.
So even when she's starting a new social media, she said, babe, come and see. She wants you to be inside. Even when she's doing rubbish, you will even be laughing. Okay, do it this way and do it that way. But when you are not there, you've given her a room to do whatever she has to do.
Very true. I agree. You know, secrecy, when there are secrets, definitely there will be no growth in the love. There will be no growth in the family. So I think the reason I asked that question was the need for openness, the need for partners to be open to each other and to learn from each other.
So I think I've cleared
that will
that.
bring growth.
All right.
Come on.
Thank you. Okay, let's say from Richard before we go.
Well, let's just be real. That's it. You know, trust is one thing that will definitely spice your marriage. If there's no trust, then how can you not spice the marriage? You marry someone, the person lives quite a distance. And when you were dating, you go that far to look for the person. And eventually, you marry that person into the house, and even coming to that house, with, let's say you're this kind of guy who loves partying around, you're on the road 24/7, coming back to that area now becomes a problem for you. Then, like one pastor said, that men are fishermen. They are fishermen. When you fish this one today, you take it, you eat that one, then you go. But that is not life. Trust is very paramount in our relationship. So social media, please, not everything you see that you believe. Don't go and compare your husband or your partner with what you see.
Right.
I mean, that will build a better marriage.
Thank you.
Well, for me, I would say, on a closing note, mind what you consume, there will always be somebody out there who will appear better than you, that will seem like they are doing better than you. There will always be somebody on social media who will be beautiful than you. There will always be somebody on social media who will appear to have more money than you. There will always be somebody somewhere on social media that will give you an impression that you're not doing well enough. Yes. But please understand that your space is local. What you have is different and unique, and focus on building your space. Because if you dig deeper into the life of these persons that you admire, you might just find out that you're better than them, or you have a better life or a happier life. Some of the best and happiest couples I have seen are not on social media. And they don't display their love on social media. Yes.
All right. Do you have something to say? Because
The ladies of the day, come on.
all right, I want to say very thank you to all of you for finding time to come and dine with me on this topic about social media and all of that. Thank you very much. I know we don't have a lot of time to dig deep inside, but don't be afraid. You see this crew, we are coming back next week. We have more to give you guys, because it is high time we that sit down here talk about things too, not always asking questions and trying to get answers from people. We also have answers to a large extent, and we want to share to you guys. So I want to say thank you to all my wonderful fellow colleagues. Namaste, like they will say.
Namaste.
Thank you so very much for coming on the program. I really do appreciate, and it's been wonderful talking and having you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you, and I appreciate each and every one of you out there for staying tuned at this hour and time to watch Spice the Marriage Show. Like they have all said, for me, I would say the best is yet to come. If you have any question or any contribution and you want to be part of this program, please feel free to send us a text on any of the numbers scrolling on the screen, or follow us on our social media platform. I still remain your host, Regina Dorpesi. Bye for now.
The Marriage Show with Regina Dorpesi. Whatever it takes, you can fix it.